Alrighty. How do I get into this? This one. Is this the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Hello, welcome in. I've seen a few of you have been here for quite a while. I need to pop the chat out. There we go. Now I can see you guys in all your blue glory. As I mentioned on the community post and stuff, I am feeling quite rough. So if I have a lot kind of lower energy than usual, that'll be why. I didn't really want to leave you guys without a video and a watch along, and obviously I'd be watching the game anyway, so I felt like this is the kind of, this is the natural thing for us to do. As we didn't have the preview, we will be doing a little tiny kind of look into previewy things in this kind of pre-match bit. But first we have we have bingo. And then the lineups, and I'm gonna talk about some of the changes to the lineups as well, which I think are quite interesting. Let us go. Did I pause the stream? Okay, I did. Excellent. Right, so let's move into this. Wait, no, I didn't do the thing. Hold up, wait, I forgot to do the thing. Wait, this. There we go. I don't actually know if that works. Okay, it does. I never actually know. That's our game today. It's at the MetLife, I believe, which is nice. Good stadium. Let's move into this now. All right, now here we go. Let's do bingo. A few of these are ones that are normally there, so I'll go over the new ones. We have Noni touches the pitch. This is just if Madueke gets on the pitch at all, because I don't think he will, and this is kind of like a, if he does, we get a bonus. If he doesn't, then, it's kind of indicative of his future here. We have the usual suspects good. This is for Malagusto and Nkunku, because those two are both starting. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the lineup. We have Sar subbed on, because we are down a few centre-backs. I think that he has a really good chance of getting onto the pitch if we bring on another defender, so he's there. We have Hercules scores again, one of their players who's just been scoring for fun at the moment. Fabio won to save, again, one of their players that's been playing really well. The 44-year-old in net has been doing very well for them. We have Thiago Silva, crazy block. Now, he does this so often, we know. Obviously, we've had Thiago Silva before. We know how good he is at doing this. This is just if he gets one of those like goal line clearances, or like a crazy goal saving block or something like that. We have the prediction, which I saw that Nat, I think it was, who put in 2-1. I've also put in 2-1, but I've put in 2-1 after extra time. I reckon that this is going to be a slog, because the system that they play and the football that they play is quite hard to break down, let's say. And I feel like we could struggle to do that if we don't play the right way. We have Joao Pedro goal, and I've put in brackets header, because I feel like that's where he'll get his first. I think it'll be a header, and then obviously into the final for a win. Let's bring this to the forefront, and then we can talk about the lineups. Let's talk about the Fluminense lineup first, because there's a few changes to what I was going to predict before, obviously, my video kind of, didn't come out. The first one is Guga. Didn't think he was going to play at right back. I thought that they were going to drop Fuentes into this kind of right centre back role, and then kind of leave, bring someone else in to that kind of right wing back role. This is they've lined this up in a 5-3-2. I put their system in a 3-5-2, which are pretty much the same thing. But yeah, so he's a new one. Thiago Santos is the other addition. They've had a few kind of suspensions in the back line, so that's why they've come in. Henne is normal. They've also had to bring in Hercules from the bench for I forget who it is, but again, another player that got a yellow card and has been suspended for this game. And then the front line is kind of the same with Arias and Cano, or Canu. So that's pretty normal for them. Again, this will be some kind of 3 at the back or 5 at the back system. The way they've lined it up is a 5 rather than the 3, but so we'll have to see how they actually play in game. But they do like to get their players up the pitch. So Chelsea lineup is a little bit kind of familiar. I will admit I did not get the 11 right here. I got 11. I got 10 out of 11 because the only player that I put in my lineup that is not here is Reece James, because I saw him in training. I assumed he would play. Instead, we got Gusto. The rest of it is exactly as I expected, and because the backline is fully changed, we can talk about how that's going to function in a second here. Let's bring those players in. So we have Sanchez in it, obviously, he always starts. We have Gusto at the right back spot, Chalobah as the right centre back, Tosin as the left centre back, Marc Cucurella as this left back. We have Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer. I'm not sure which side Palmer will start on. We can figure that out at some other point. And Nkunku on the left, Neto on the right. Joao Pedro making his first ever start for the club at the centre forward. This is pretty obvious to me when I saw this, and this is what I predicted, except for Gusto. This is what I predicted, so I assumed that this will be playing this way. It's quite obvious to me Gusto is going to be coming up the pitch here, whether that's in that right centre mid role or in joining Caicedo. I think it's going to be more of this. We're probably going to see the diamondy slight shape that we've been seeing. Chalobah goes right, Tosin stays in the centre, Marc Cucurella plays us this third centre back. I think that's pretty common for what we'll see. But also this gives us the license to kind of go forward with Cucurella as well, because then Nkunku can cut into the kind of middle and let him overlap at times when we are being really, really on the press. And what we could see is that kind of like 2-2-4-2 thing we've been seeing, where we leave Tosin and Chalobah as the two centre backs. We have Gusto and Caicedo. It would actually probably be more like this, to be fair. Neto would probably go further up the pitch with Joao Pedro, and then we get this kind of, Palmer, Gusto. Actually, how would this work? I think it would be Gusto on the right side, Palmer here, Nkunku here, and Cucurella here. This is probably what we're going to see in possession for the majority of the time, because they are a team that like to sit back. Maybe we commit an extra body like Enzo forward if we're finding it difficult to break down the five at the back. I will say the things which I would like to look out for in this game in terms of tactics is I think that they are a team that does like to press really hard. Again, another Brazilian team that are midway through their season. They've had a lot of rest. They can put the pressure on us quite quickly. They do like to do that. They like to win the ball back, spring transitions. That's quite common with teams that play this kind of three at the back style. But also, I think that they are quite susceptible to long balls. It's very similar to how I kind of broke down the Benfica game in a way. I feel like they are, despite them playing different systems, they operate similarly in terms of the way that they want to kind of play. So I think we can see similar patterns there. Long balls from Tosin through the middle up to Joao Pedro, who's going to be playing in this kind of centre forward role. I think it's going to be very, very important. And yeah, there's not much more to say there. That's kind of it. Yes, it was. I just seen that. Yes, it was Martinelli, the number 8. Oh wow, someone's just done something. I just got an alert. What was the alert? I don't have my alerts on this page. Someone has subscribed. I think that's the subscribe notification. Thank you, whoever that is. Oh, I've seen your name. I apologize. I am not going to be able to pronounce your name. I've just seen your name. I do apologize. I'm not going to attempt to butcher that because I don't want to offend you, but I appreciate the sub. Good evening. Good evening. But yeah, so we'll probably see a lot of that, like, them pressing really high. One thing I did notice from the Inter game, and the Inter game was interesting because they played similar formations in the fact that Inter play that kind of, that three at the back Italian style. One thing I noticed from the Inter game, which was really interesting, is that Inter found it quite easy to pass the way kind of through the press once they got one player kind of into space. Obviously, we're very, very good at doing that. We don't have Lavia in the lineup, which is annoying because he's still injured, and I think he would be perfect for this. But we do have, again, Joao Pedro, who can join the midfield when he drops deep. We have Caicedo, who can do this a little bit more. Enzo, obviously, has been kind of dropping deep in recent games to kind of help us with that. So maybe we see a bit of that. I don't know when the actual, the walkouts are going to start. So I'm going to put my watch along thing on now. I've got to bring this stuff back on. There we go. That should be right. So yeah, I put on my overlay here, I've put it as a 3-5-2. They've set it out as a 5-3-2. It's pretty much the same thing. Do you think this team is enough for EPL next season? Absolutely not. No. I think we'll be challenging. I don't think we'll win it. I think it really depends on the rest of our business. I think that if we get another strong right-footed attacker, and if we get a If we get maybe an upgrade at goalkeeper, though I don't think that's going to happen. If we get left back cover, I think that really helps us too. I think that's going to be like priority number one, is to get left back cover. I'm just kind of not convinced wholly about our attacking front line 100%, because again, we haven't really brought in that Starman striker. Well, I guess what I can again, I can't really make predictions this early on, but I don't think Joao Pedro is going to be particularly that needle mover that we need. But he can prove me wrong. I'll be happy to be proven wrong there. Delap again is proven in the Prem, but like, you know, not proven as like a 20 goal a season striker. So even though it's clear from interviews that's not really what Enzo is looking for in his team. He says he wants to kind of spread the goals around his team, which is good. I do think that is valuable, but yeah, I think there's definitely gaps in this team. And in terms of like fighting for the title against someone like Liverpool or someone like Arsenal, who are making really smart bits of business, I don't think that that's going to happen. I do think we'll be 100% in the top four again. Like, I think, in fact, I reckon we'll, again, this spoilers for my predictions when I do those eventually, but I do think we'll be top two. Top two and a trophy is kind of what I envision. But I don't think we'll be able to get over the line, especially considering we're going to have way more kind of intensive games to play this season, and we're going to have a lot less of the rotational players that we've kind of had this season to deal with the Conference League games. I feel like that's going to take us down a peg. Chelsea's starting attack is currently conducting a drill with Christopher Nkunku on the right and Pedro Neto on the left. Interesting. Yeah, another centre-back is a low priority. I think Gyökeres will flop hard. I think it's going to be... I think this is my theory for him. I think he's going to start the season really, really well. He's going to bang in loads of goals throughout the start of the season. Once it gets to January, he's going to either get like a small injury or, you know, just go into a bit of bad form. And then for the rest of the season, he's going to be completely missing, get replaced by Havertz, and then they're going to stay kind of as they were. Does this send a lineup? Does this lineup send a message to Jackson, or is it more about seeing what Pedro can do? I would like to suggest that it's... I think that Enzo Maresca picks his lineups based on merit, I would like to suggest, and I think that Pedro is very obviously, for him to be given the chance over Jackson in the first place, I think he has shown that he is, you know, working in the system well. And I think, again, it's kind of maybe that versatility that he offers that I think that Enzo's kind of looking for in that role. Whereas, because he kind of said in interviews, he sees Nico as just a 9, but he says that Pedro can play kind of anywhere. So I think that maybe that versatility is kind of why he's in there. Probably could be a what's the word? Some discipline going on there, considering. But I think regardless, it's just going to help Jackson get better, really, him being moved out of the team. I don't think it's particularly a signal that he might be, like, you know, sold or anything. I don't think that's going to be the case or anything like that. I think we're going to need all three strikers this season. I'm going to need to move to the live stream. God, this stupid fan zone thing is really annoying. I can't lie. Like, go away. I don't want to see see that. The stream is taking a little bit of a tumble. Nunez looked great in Portugal. He's not been great in the Premier League. Well, I think, yeah, I mean, whenever you're going to a good team, like going to an upgraded league, you're always going to struggle. But some players adapt to that quicker than others, and I don't think that like... It's weird because Nunez, I think for Nunez, what it kind of was is that, like, Liverpool played a style at the time when he was bought where they really needed a striker that wasn't really a striker. They kind of played with a striker that was, you know, like a Bobby Firmino, you know, those ones that can drop into the 9, like the false 9 positions, kind of, and then play the ball to the wing, because they were always more wing oriented, and I don't think he could adapt to that very well. Felt like, genuinely, I felt Nunez would have been better if they just put him on the left wing, but he was just never going to get there over Diaz and Jota and things like that. Predict top 4 for next season. Well, I'll talk about this a little bit more when I do my predictions before the season starts, and now it'll probably change from what I say now. I think number 1 will be Liverpool again. I think 2 will be Chelsea. I think 3 will be Arsenal. 4... let's give that to probably Newcastle. I don't know if they've kept Newcastle have kept Isak, which I think is really, really important for them. I don't think he's going anywhere for a long, long time. That'll probably be it. There's definitely a team that I'm missing. Maybe, you know what? I genuinely think that, like, outside shout for the top 4 would be Spurs, because they've obviously got like a way better coach now. Depends on who they sign, really. Again, there's a lot of things that can. Oh, City as well. That's who I'm forgetting. City. Oh, do I think that City are better than Newcastle? Yes, I do. But God, that's really hard. Actually, it's really hard because I think that Arsenal are always the kind of bogey team there, where I think Arsenal are always going to be there. Liverpool are obviously going to be there. They're champions. I think that we are pushing our way into there. Oh, will City be third? Oh, it's really hard actually. Genuinely, this season might be even more kind of hard to battle it out. You know what? I'm actually going to be quite harsh on us, to be fair. I like my heart says second, but my head will say like we'll probably finish fourth or fifth because again we've got the Champions League games that we didn't have to contend with this season, which I think is going to hamper us a bit more. But then again, we've got better players for those kind of games that we drop points in this season. All those kind of games where we like, oh, we needed like a target man striker or someone who's tall and can head things in the box. We have that now, where we didn't have that last season. I don't know. It's really hard. Really, really difficult. So there's so many good teams now. You've even got like outside shouts like Brighton have obviously been quite good in times. You have Forest who I think are probably going to fall off a little bit this season, but they're still there. Obviously Palace have been pretty good as well, even though they're kind of mid-table. They can obviously get up there. I'm not even entertaining Man United doing well. Absolutely not. Yeah, Chelsea are walking out now. I've just seen Tosin. I need to actually turn my sound on. Because I don't have the sound on. There we go. Pedro Neto coming out. I'm gonna say this already. Obviously, my commentary is probably not going to be as good because I am feeling a bit ill, but I will try my best. I'm saying this as a preface. I'm gonna be referring to Pedro Neto as Neto, and I'm gonna be referring to Joao Pedro as Pedro. And I know that's very, very confusing, but that's the way it's gonna be. Don't forget the timer. You know what? My brain is not in the right way to even remember to do that, so I'm very glad you reminded me. Go. I'm ready for the timer. It's Rich and Michael Brown. That's our commentary team on the zone. It's a bit of a what's the word? Bit of a crazy scenario we find ourselves in, considering Fluminense are. I don't think anyone expected them to be here, which is really, really good. I don't think anyone expected us to be the only English team left in at this stage either. Surprised Jurgensen hasn't been seen all tournament. He played one game, I believe. I forget which group game. It was one of the group games he played. I forget who it was, but he definitely played. I'm surprised we didn't see Penders, honestly. I thought like that we would have thrown him into the deep end in one of the... I think it was the ES Tunis game that Jurgensen played. I'm surprised to not see him thrown in at one of the kind of group games. Have the shorts always been green? No, but they use white shorts, so we've got kit clash. Obviously, we're the away team, so we have to change. So the green is new. It's very nice though. Our kits are just so phenomenal. I can't wait to get mine. They're on the way in the post. Yeah, their team is pretty much what we expected. 3-5-2, German Kanu and John Arias up top. They are on the DAZN thing. They're putting it as Pedro Neto on the right. We'll have to see. Who are you getting on your kits? I'm getting Palmer on one of my kits, which is pretty obvious considering the number. And the other one I'm getting my own name on the back with my own number. I'm going to be changing this background as well quite a lot soon. Once I kind of get things in, I'll be doing that. So hopefully for the start of the season, that'll be done. Might have to move my desk around. Get some more space. We're approaching the time for kickoff. I don't know if my stream is a little bit behind. Also got the Chelsea mug out today. for good luck. I want to get Kukurea on one. So I'm gonna be getting my partner and my son some shirts at some point soon. And I'm really tempted to get Cuckoo for my little boy. I would probably get that for him. Cause my partner's American, I'm probably gonna get Macario for them. Should be quite good. Shout out to our women's team. Is the other game on today as well, or is it on a different day? Or the other semi-final? I don't actually know. I should probably check that, to be fair. I don't actually... Hang on. I don't actually know who's the home team. Oh, it's tomorrow. Same time tomorrow as that game. Good. Michael Buffer is announcing the teams, by the way, which is really, really cool. Legendary boxing announcer, Michael Buffer. I want Wayne Kerr on mine. Christ. Oh, he actually did the Let's Get Ready to Rumble thing. They must have paid bank for that. It costs so much to hire Michael Buffer these days. Crazy. Right. Can we get the timer working at the right time? Huddled in the middle is Chelsea. We had Enzo talking to the players there. This stadium is crazy, by the way. I'm trying to see where Nkunku's going. I think he might actually be moving to the right side. Might be a thing where we swap. We try one time, one hop from one the other. Okay, 9. They got a countdown, which is nice. There we go. Michael Buffer is older than our combined 11. Crazy, but not false. Chelsea are kicking off from right to left. It's going to be a long ball from Sanchez to start the game. Pedro wins the header, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. That's what I've kind of expected. We're going to see a lot of long balls in this game, I imagine, from both sides. Got Sancho and Jackson last season not aging well. Feeling an unchained Palmer performance today. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good one. They're going to try and pass it out the back here. We are playing quite high line. I actually would. That's actually no. I think Tosin is slightly older than me. I think no. Actually no. My birthday's quite far, like early into the year, so maybe not. Not sure. Speaking of Tosin Darabioyo, here he is on the ball. They are pressing high as I envisioned, with the two strikers. Chalobah. Here's Caicedo. We are very much leaving Caicedo as a lone centre mid here. Enzo and Palmer both really high. Yeah, I'm not the greatest in terms of my colour differential either. I am colourblind, but luckily I'm kind of being able to figure it out. Here's Neto. Oh, terrible challenge from their I'm not sure who that is actually. Who's that? Oh, it's John Arias, their striker. Nasty challenge from him, but we go. Yeah, so Gusto's gone high. So Cuckoo is playing as the third centre back here. Good ball from Tosin through the middle is not going to make it to Pedro. Here's Ignacio. Kukurea pressing really, really high has giving them the opportunity to get it down here. Here's Arias. Good ball onto the outside to Henne. And they've taken a wild swipe at it and it's gone nowhere, but it's gone back to Henne actually. Malagusto does really well to stop that threat. That's Caicedo. Good ball from him through the lines to Enzo. If he can get it out wide here to Neto, there's loads of space, and he has done that. Here comes the Portuguese. 1v1 versus his man. Here's Palmer, who's playing on the left at the moment. I think he is roaming, though. I think he started on the right. Ball swung in by Palmer is not a good one. Fabio will claim it. We look like BTEC Fulham in this kit. Good pressure from Palmer has closed down his man, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Short goal kick will be coming here again. I think Thiago Silva is actually standing over it. Long ball from him out to Henne on the left side. Oh, he's done really, really well to get past Gusto. Oh, and Nkunku rather. I think it is Nkunku is on the right, by the way. Neto is on the left, which is interesting. Here's Hercules. Out to Guga. Whips the ball straight into Cucurella. It's gone back to him. Hercules is now moving to the right side here. Very fluid in the way that they kind of position themselves. Arias now moved all the way to the left side here as well. But now we'll kick it back. They'll recycle the ball. High press from Chelsea is got us the ball again, and Enzo's won it beautifully, and the referee's given a foul for absolutely nothing. Man. It's because he's done the like the scissory thing, but he's won the ball completely cleanly. It's a horror fucking call from the ref. That's ridiculous. It's good to see Thiago Silva again, though. What could have been? They've restarted the game really quickly, though. It's good work from number 21 here. It's Arias again. It's Guga. Tries to play it back to him, and Cucurella has blocked him off very, very, what's the word? Cynically, let's say. Good little player, this Arias. So far, at least. Here's Tosin. I'm not sure how we got the ball from that incident. I'm assuming it was offside or something. Here's Tosin again. You see, he is waiting for that pass down the centre. There it is, and it's Joao Pedro dropping deep to get the ball. Tries to play it long for Neto, but it's gonna ricochet off his man. There's Thiago Santos on the right side, I think, is tracking him. Tosin again. Chalobah. Long ball from Chalobah up to Joao Pedro. Good hold up from him. He's going to get it out to Gusto on the right side here. And Kunku's made the run in behind. He will get it to him. Oh, it's actually Neto that's made that run instead. Back to Chalobah. We're going to find this really hard to break this team down. I can feel it already. We're going to struggle. They are so solid in defence. Here's Neto. He's gotten past one, gotten past two, and then fouled by Nonato. Yeah, clear foul. I think it will be Neto who takes this free kick as well from the left side. He's taking it early, and here's here's Palmer rather to whip the ball in. Cucurella with the effort on goal, and it's comfortable for Fabio in net. Thiago Silva. Arias to Guga. Gives it away to Enzo Fernandez. Here's Neto. Cucurella again. Back to Neto. Good ball into Enzo from him. It's back to Tosin, who's on the left side. Here's Palmer. Malagusto. Chalobah to Palmer. He's done his little Cruyff turn again. He's fooled Nonato in the middle. Good ball in. It's a fantastic ball for Enzo, but the defender has blocked it. Fabio punches. It's going to come back at them, though. Good ball from Tosin to Pedro Neto on the left side. This is going to be the pattern of play. It's just us attacking and them hoping to break on us afterwards. It's good defending by the... I think it was Thiago Santos who was in the middle there. Caicedo. On halfway. Chalobah to Palmer, who's dropped deep. Out to Malagusto again. Good 1-2 with Nkunku. No, he doesn't play the 2. He played the 1, but not the 2. I love Gusto in this kind of overlapping right wing back position. It's so much better for him. Here's Tosin. Here's Chalobah. Nkunku. We do need to be moving the ball a tiny bit quicker. Long ball from Tosin into the middle. Joao Pedro holds it up, but not well, and it's gone back to them. Oh, Caicedo's there perfectly to win the ball back, though. Now it's a counter-attack for us. Here's Gusto on the right side. It's a good ball in. It's Enzo Fernandez. Blocked by Thiago Santos. I was checking to see if that was Silva for the bingo, but it wasn't. They have 2 Thiagos in the back line, which is going to be a little bit confusing. Ball back will go to Fabio. Joao Pedro is putting on the pressure, and they've had to clear it out for a throw on the left side. Cucurella. Tosin. Egbali's with the FIFA president. Long ball from Tosin over the top. Can Enzo get on the end of it? He can. The flag is down, and he can't keep it in. The flag does eventually go up afterwards. Yeah, he's off. That's what I was saying, though. The long ball from Tosin. I think we're going to see a lot of that today. Ignacio. Oh, Ignacio is the one who blocked that, actually. That initial shot. Ugh, they're giving a foul for literally nothing again. German Kano is backing into Tosin and gets a foul for falling on the floor. Is Guga. Oh my god, these guys again. Right. Good press from Fernandez. Caicedo will win it. Arias wins it back though, and here goes Nonato. It's Henne. Oh, little deflection was favourable for them, but we've cleared it. They've thrown it back onto the pitch, and it's going all the way back to Thiago Silva. And all the way back to Fabio. Long ball from the Brazilian. Chalobah will win that though. We've got the best aerial win rate of any team in the competition, so not going to help there by playing those. Good work from Nkunku to tackle, but he can't keep on the pitch. Thiago Silva. Cute little dinked ball out into Henne. But he can't keep it on. And so Fernandez, who has dropped deep. It's Pedro Neto. He's going to burst past his man and get absolutely clattered, and they're not going to give anything for it. Okay. Ignacio. He's going to drive into midfield here from centre-back. But Kanu cannot hold the ball because Moises Caicedo is there. And Nkunku gets past one, gets past two, and then is fouled. Good work from him. I think that was Thiago Santos who took him down. Yeah. A lot of people standing over the free kick here. I think it will be Enzo who takes it though. Pedro Neto has gone out to the right side of the box. Both centre backs are in the box too though. It will be Enzo to take. I think it's going to go to the back post here. Dinked ball to the back post. Goes to Tosin! Ooh. I used to have Tosin header on the bingo card, fun fact. I think he was offside in the end anyway. Ooh, only just. Good effort though. Thiago Silva making that difficult for him. Long ball from Fabio. Go all the way over and Tosin will win that header. But we do not win the second ball. Here's Cano, who's been tackled by Joao Pedro. Good ball from him to Pedro Neto. 1v1 versus Ignacio. Can't get it. Here's Joao Pedro. It comes to him on the edge of the box. It's a great strike! Oh my word. The man who formerly was of Fluminense has just scored an absolute belter against them. Might be a little deflection in the strike, but can't take credit away from that finish. That's mental. Also, I've just realised that my chat is not working. Hang on, I'm gonna have to re-pop the chat out because it's stopped ever since I timed that bot out. There we go. Lovely. Oh no, no deflection at all. It's just an absolute belter into the side netting. Gorgeous from him. We might have gotten a gem. We might have gotten a little gem. No, he didn't. No celebration. Hands up in the air, as you'd expect. Enzo enjoyed that. They're giving the ball away again. And here is Malagusto. Enzo Fernandez. Robert Sanchez. Into Gusto in the midfield. Plays to Caicedo. They're starting to do that thing where they press really high, but we're making it easy for us to play around them, and we've just done that. And here comes Cucurella with free space. Enzo. Here's Caicedo in the middle. They've got to obviously go forward now and try and get a goal back at some point, so they're going to put the pressure on a little bit more, and that might just open up more gaps for us. Tosin. Good little triangle made between Tosin, Enzo, and Caicedo, and it gets Cucurella running down the left-hand side, free of space, and here's Pedro Neto. Enzo. Caicedo on the ball. There's Malagusto is out wide right with in absolute acres of space, if we can get out to him. Tosin will play the ball inside instead to Nkunku. Good work from him to get it to Enzo. Pedro Neto. Up against Guga, and he will blaze past him. Cut back inside onto his right foot, and he's fooled him, whips it in with his left foot. It's a good header from João Pedro again. Oh no, it's Malo Gusto at the back post, rather. They've got similar hairstyles. Straight at the goalie, though. That would have been his first goal for the club, because the last one didn't count. It's good work. Good reaction from the goalie. That's what you want to do, though. You want to head it down. I feel like genuinely Nkunku has worked his way back into the team, which is crazy because he, as I said, he can play in this pocket. He's just terrible as a striker. I don't know why we kept trying to force that so much, but I guess we didn't really have the options at striker to not do that. Here he is again. Long ball over the top for Palmer, will not reach him. And here's Fabio. Thiago Silva. Out wide to Henne. He's done well to get the ball through, but no one went for the ball. And Chalobah will pick it up. Palmer. Back to Chalobah. Yeah. I think Enzo has really found a system that fits every single player here. That's a foul on Pedro Neto, but he's not giving it. And they're playing on. He's completely blocked him off and got nothing. Here's Arias, who's dropped deep. Henne. Here's Ignacio. Through the lines beautifully there. It's interesting that Henne is like kind of moving from the right side into the midfield at times as well. Nkunku's just intercepted his pass really, really well. Can't believe what we're seeing from Nkunku. He's actually defending really, really well. Here he is again in space. Out to Enzo. Beautiful long pass all the way over to Malo Gusto. Good touch from him. Good ball in. It falls to Nkunku. Can't get his... Oh, he just can't get his kind of touch right. Caicedo comes careening in and wins the ball, but the second kind of action between Enzo and the Fluminense player has resulted in a free kick to them. Oh. Henny again. It's Thiago Santos. Fabio. We're pressing really high, forcing them to go long, and guess what's going to happen? Tosin wins the ball from the aerial ball. Palmer wins the second. And he gets it again here. Tries the little nutmeg on the player. It doesn't come off. And Enzo Fernandez has fouled him. Enzo is committing quite a few fouls in quick succession, and he's getting away with them. Yeah. Oh. It's Ignacio. And the midfielder's giving it away to Cucurella here. Lovely ball from him up to Joao Pedro. Little back heel trying to seek out Palmer, but he wasn't wise to it. It's Caicedo winning the ball in the middle again, but it's ricocheted back to them. They're getting quite a few of those little lucky bounces in this game. It's Nonato, Guga. Ignacio, back to Santos. And Hene. Here's Arias. Good ball in between the lines. Hercules. It's a fantastic block off the line by Cucurella. Oh my goodness. It's a fantastic effort, and he's the man they want on the ball there. Hercules. Caicedo wins the ball back. Here goes Nkunku. Sanchez got just enough on that ball to stop it from going over, I'm pretty sure. And then Cuckoo cleared it from the line. Here is Sanchez. Into Moises Caicedo. Good ball into Enzo Fernandez from him on the counter here. We've got the transition. He's got two over on the left side. Here's Palmer. Oh, it's a terrible pass from Enzo. Enzo's not having the greatest game today in terms of his final ball. The game has just gone to... Yeah, Enzo has now just... I've realised he was kind of slow. He's now gone down holding his face. I think there's something seriously wrong with Enzo here, by the way. No, he does. Sanchez gets a little tiny bit of a touch on that. It goes under his legs, but he does get a touch, which takes the pace off of it. Great clearance from Cuckoo. Fantastic. But that's the guy again. It's Hercules. He's been scoring the goals for him. Really good football up until that point as well. I think Enzo might be having like heat stroke or something. He just kind of went down. He looks absolutely shattered. It doesn't look like an injury. It looks like he's just like... Yeah, they're wrapping a cold towel on the back of his neck. I think he's having a heat stroke or something. First cooling break of the game is going on at the moment. Hey, Andre's coming on. He definitely could. I'm looking to see if there's any movement. Doesn't look like there's any movement on the sidelines. I would if he's gone down like that without any contact or anything, I would take him off. I wouldn't risk it, especially with this heat. Get another replay of that. Oh, that's genuinely that's such a good block. Beautiful strike from Joao Pedro. Let's see if there is going to be a change in that department or not. I think he's going to come back on because he's standing on the sideline here, like he's on like the medical break or what have you. Thiago Silva will take it. Yeah, Enzo's back on. We can't count out Fluminense though because they are very late scorers. Here's Enzo's been thrown to the floor, not gotten anything. It will be cleared by Chalabar and there'll be a throw. Enzo Maresca is calling for the press. Thiago Silva back to Fabio, who will launch it long. It's going to fall straight to Malagusto, who will recycle the ball. Here's Cole Palmer. The cooling break came at quite a good time for us because they were getting the wind in their sails and kind of pressing a lot higher, and now they kind of stopped. Kind of took away a lot of their momentum that they were building. Here's Tosin. Kukurea. Oh, long ball from Tosin out to Malagusto. Good first touch. He's up against Henne. Gets it to Nkunku, but he's not able to get on the ball. Good work from Chalabar to win the ball back. Here's Enzo. Good ball into Joao Pedro, who takes a little flick. Can't get it off right. Here's Palmer. Gets past one. Can't get past Henne, but it's gone out for a Chelsea throw. Oh, finally! We haven't had this in so long. Wait. There we go. Also, it's gotten really dark. I will have to turn my light on in a bit. Here's Caicedo. Here's Nkunku. Pedro Neto. Back to Caicedo. Good ball from Tosin through the middle, but Palmer's not alive to it quick enough. They will win the ball back here. Here's Guga. John Arias. Little dink ball over, and he will get it back on the right side. Keeps it on as well. Up against Kuku. Dinked ball in for Guga. It's blocked by Palmer, who was doing the defensive work. We're calling for a double ricochet there, but they've given it as a corner. Yep, it is a double ricochet. If they score from this, that'll be controversial. John Arias to play the ball in. It's an outswinger from him on the right side. Easily cleared by Tosin. Will be swung back in by Henne. Oh. Here's Arias. Beats Palmer, gets the ball to the back post. It's a good work from Joao Pedro to clear it again. Joao Pedro doing the defending here up against Ignacio and wins the ball back beautifully. Oh my god. He's given a foul for absolutely nothing again. This guy is joke. This guy is an absolute joke. You're not allowed to tackle hard anymore. Okay, never mind. He doesn't get any of the ball, actually. I don't think he actually really does anything to him, but he doesn't get the ball. I guess that's fine. Will be a free kick. From just outside the corner of the left side of the box. Henne is standing over it. Let's hope his delivery is better than his hairline. I can't really talk about that. Low ball. It's cleared by Tosin. They've given a handball and they've given a penalty. It's off Cucurella, apparently. Let's see this. Oh, I think it's off Trevor. I don't think he even knew anything about it, if I'm being honest. His arm is probably by his side as well. Let's see this. No, he has no idea. Absolutely no way. If they give this, that's a farce. That's absolute farcical. No doubt it hits his hand, but he can't do anything about it. Well, absolutely no way. They go into the VAR, which suggests that he might be rescinding his decision, as it so often does suggest. He's actually put his arm... He's actually hit the ball because he's tucked his arm into his body. Genuinely, you're absolutely right there. The refereeing in this competition has been so horrific. I actually kind of missed the Prem. Let's see. He's done a signal, which makes me think he's going to be overturning it. They're ruling it out. Well done. Good decision by the referee. That's the first bit of good officiating we've had this whole fucking tournament. Genuinely. Horrific. It doesn't. The thing which is even crazier about that is it doesn't even matter whether it hits his hand or it doesn't, because if it doesn't hit his hand, it just goes to Tosin and he clears it anyway. Long ball from Cucurella will go straight to Fabio. I'll be turning my light on at half time because I've just noticed it's getting dark. Here's Fabio. Long ball from him. Chalobah wins it. Gusto wins the second ball. He's gone down hurt here, Gusto, but I think he had a bit of an awkward landing there, the Frenchman. Maybe not. It's actually a shoulder tackle by the player who had no eyes on the ball. He's up on his feet again. Here's Tosin. Kukureya. Closed down by Arias, and it will go out for a throw. To be fair to the ref, he couldn't really see it properly from the angle that he was at. Yeah. Good work from Enzo to win the ball back. Caicedo. Palmer. The commentary team have just taken a shot at Premier League referees, saying they're not brave enough to give those decisions. Into Enzo Fernandez. Good work to give it to Nkunku, who's running up the left side now. Pedro Neto to his left. He cuts inside on his right. Plays it to Enzo, and it's cleared on the edge of the box. I think that was the wrong decision from Nkunku there. Pedro Neto probably the better option, but... Here's Pedro Neto. Horror tackle on Nkunku by Hercules. On halfway. Back with Chalamar though. Here's Enzo on the right side. We're not getting the ball into Joao Pedro enough. That's something I will say. I think we need to get some more service into him. 5 minutes until the half. Oh, great work from Pedro Neto. Completely fools Guga. Oh, he's done so well to get past Ignacio as well, but he can't get past the number 5, and it will go out for a corner. It will be Neto to take the outswinger from the right side. Or from the left side, rather. Kukureya is the short option. Don't think he'll be taking him, though. Yep, everyone going into the box now. Here goes the ball in from Pedro Neto. Is it a good one? It's gone to the back post, and it's a great claim from Fabio, who has hurt himself on his landing. Those old 44-year-old bones. Decent claim from the goalie, though. He's actually fouled by his own player, ironically. It's Ignacio. Hercules. Silva into Henne. Chelsea high presses on once more. And the long ball goes aimlessly over the top into space, and Chalobah will collect that pretty confidently. Here's Tosin. Lovely little ball into Moises Caicedo from him. Here's Nkunku. Malagusto on the right side. Joao Pedro. Yeah, well, that's why I was hesitant when I said his name, because I think he was miles offside when they played the pass, and I didn't know if they were going to raise the flag or not. Gusto just hesitated on his pass. Ignacio again. Plays the ball out wide left for Henne. Here's Arias. Hercules. Back to Arias. Tackled by Caicedo, but he gets past him. Still pressing him. Can't get away from the Ecuadorian great press from him. Here's Hercules. Back to Fabio. Long ball from him out to the left side. We'll go back to Henne. Here's Arias again. He goes Thiago Santos, the centre back, is in the midfield, driving forward. Here's Arias again, who's all over the pitch, by the way. He is literally, he doesn't have a position. He's just playing wherever he wants. Ball out to Guga. Nonato. Good spell of possession this for them, but they're not really penetrating at the moment. There's Nonato again. Good ball from Guga. Here's Arias. Back to Guga. Back to Arias. Good tackle from Caicedo once again. But he's got the ball back. Every single time we tackle them, it seems that the ball just ricochets back to him. It's a good ball in. Fantastic work from, I think that's Malo Gusto who gets it off of Hercules in the box. That delivery has been really, really good today. It's gone all the way long for Thiago Silva to mop up though. Whew. I think it was a little bit of a mix-up in terms of Hercules couldn't really get his feet together and Gusto clears it first time, which is nice. Here's Ignacio. Ball into Arias. Here's Henne. I think it's Nonato, rather. They're kind of just passing around the back here. They've given it away to Joao Pedro here. Enzo Fernandez. Here comes Pedro Neto, who's through on goal here. Takes his strike, and it's gone off of the... I think it's Thiago Silva who makes the block there. As ever. Well, I don't think he was trying to shoot here. I think he was trying to cross that, actually. Corner for Chelsea. Will be Neto to take, and the referee is getting annoyed. I will say one thing is that the cards and stuff, suspensions and stuff are being wiped in this round, so anyone who gets a yellow card will not be suspended for the final, which is good. Good ball in from Pedro Neto. It's Nkunku at the back post, and he can't get it on target. There's not enough pace on the ball for it to carry it. We know he can score those headers because he's done it in the past. That's 5 minutes of additional time for the record. I forgot to mention. We're into the second minute of that. Long ball will go out and Enzo will win the ball. Good work from him. Up against Hercules. And he's won the throw-in. It's a good decision from the referee. There's a big Enzo Fernandez chant going out throughout the crowd now. Things you love to see. Tosin to Sanchez. Out to Cucurella. He's going to surge up the pitch here. He's got so much space, they're not stopping him. He's made the overlap here for Pedro Neto. Back to Fernandez. Tosin. To Enzo Fernandez, who's filling in for Cucurella at the moment, who's gone high. Here's Palmer. Mana is back. He plays it back to Tosin. Not seen much from Palmer today. But now we'll stop the pass from Tosin going through to Joao Pedro. But he's not giving up on the ball, though. German Cano will get a free kick off of Caicedo. Arguably could have been a yellow for Caicedo there, because it's kind of cynical drag back, but yeah. The rulings on the yellow cards is something I've spoken about in the past. I think it's utterly silly, but you don't really have to contend with that anymore, so that's good. One minute of additional time to play, and it will be Sanchez taking the goal kick here. Big long pass from Sanchez. Goes up to Joao Pedro, who will not win the ball over Ignacio. But Cucurella will win the second ball. Here is Pedro. Crowded out, and it's Arias who gets on the ball again. Tackled by Enzo Fernandez. They've given a foul. I'm not even really sure what for. They've gone back to the goalkeeper. I don't think they've got enough time to do that, to be fair. The ball's got to go forward for them. And that's the final whistle for the first half. Would you rather play Real Madrid or PSG? Real Madrid, 100%. I'm too vindictive and I want revenge on them. I don't care too much about PSG. Let me quickly switch into... I need to fix this. There we go. I'm going to quickly go into my Be Right Back screen so I can splash some water on my face and get the lights on and stuff because I'm not feeling particularly great. I will leave you with this. I'll leave you with the Be Right Back screen. I'll leave you with the scoreline as well because I keep forgetting to do this, so that should be on hopefully as well. I'm not sure. I need to do this. Alrighty, I'm back. Whoosh. There we go. I didn't stop the timer. That's something I'm gonna have to do. Remind myself to stop the timer because I know, or start the timer rather, because I know I'm gonna forget to do that. Boom. Okay. Man, you guys are going off. They've got an interview for Tosin. I think it's Olivia who's doing the interview here. Opinions on them, I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, Madrid have Trent defending, and I've said, yeah, he'll be up against Pedro Neto as well. So, not the greatest kind of prospect for them. They got, I said that, like, for me, it's two reasons. A, PSG are just by far the better side. Like, I don't think we'd be able to beat them because they're just on fire. But also, just again, I want kind of revenge on Real Madrid after that last Champions League foray. No, I've just seen from that Joao Pedro goal, he's actually the one who starts it with a little drop back and a little ball around the corner for Joao Pedro for Pedro Neto. Actually, I've just seen Neto's reaction to the goal. He's put his hands on his head. He can't believe it. It's an absolute belter. Bang. Such a good hit. I think that Madrid are a much easier prospect for us. That clearance of Cuckoo is mad. Still trust Sanchez for next season. I don't trust him for any season, but unfortunately, it's not really a decision we can make. He's going to be our number one next year. Like, the thing which I'll say about it, right, is I would rather have a player like Sanchez who does make his mistakes, who is a good shot stopper, than have a goalkeeper in net who can't stop anything. Like Jurgensen, for example, who just concedes any time the ball goes anywhere near his net. So the only problem is like our kind of like replacement, as it were, for Sanchez is clearly not coming to us now. So it's like we've kind of had to reside to that. Petrovic is going to Bournemouth supposedly. Going to be getting a good price for him. So the only reason why I don't want Petrovic playing for us is just simply because of his attitude. You can't come back from after being a lone player and just immediately demand starting every game. Like that's not how it works. You got to earn your place. Like if he thinks that he's good enough to start every game, then prove it. Like just close your mouth and perform well in training. Like don't be making demands and stuff. Like that's just not a good way of getting to the not a good way to get into the starting 11 or in the manager's plans anyway. Ultimately, it's the manager that picks the team, so like you can't really have a say in that. I've gotten to the point where I've gotten to the point with Enzo Maresca where I trust his judgment when it comes to starting 11s. He's proven us right enough. I'm trying to think of any actual like other options other than Magnon there are in terms of a goalkeeper. There's what's his name? Diogo. I forgot what his name. It's gone right out of my head. If Pender's going out on loan, or I imagine he's probably going to Strasbourg. We've already kind of seen that that Amugu is going there. That's kind of being lined up. Costa, that's the badger. Yeah, that's the thing with me. With Sanchez, it's like he's reducing those mistakes, and a lot of the mistakes that he did made came like in the early part of the season. So I said I mean again I'd prefer to just have a keeper that actually stops things. Like he can make good saves. He as I said he had the best save percentage in the league last year. So can't well say last season. Martinez, but not realistic. Yeah, I mean, he's probably going. I said, I'm really sad that we didn't like capitalize on the Edison talks when there was like loads of talk of Edison possibly leaving for Saudi. I'm really surprised we didn't jump on that, but I guess his wage is probably too high. The thing is, like Sanchez genuinely has a good case of actually getting a Golden Glove because our defense is so good now. Like they've really like shored up. Why has this... Hang on one sec. My face cam's just suddenly gone really dark on my screen. I'm not sure if that's actually showing on stream or not. Let's see if I can crank the gamma up a little bit. There we go. That should work. I think Flecken's pretty good. Yeah, Flecken's pretty decent. I'm again. I'm really surprised we didn't go in for like someone like Bart for Bruhen because he's like the ideal keeper for that system. Flecken's gone to Germany. Who have they? Because Brentford have bought someone else, haven't they? I forget who have they bought. Who have they bought? Have they bought Raya? No, not Raya. Who have they bought? Oh god, I'm trying to think who it is. Kelleher, that's the one. I knew it was a good team's second choice, and I couldn't think of who it was. It's Kelleher, Queven. I think he's gonna cook for them. To be fair. Jose Sarr. I'm trying to think if there's anyone from like a like a. Oh, there's the who's that other French guy? Oh, his name's gone out of my head. There's another French keeper who's quite touted to be quite good. It's not Lafont. I'm thinking not Albon Lafont. It's the other guy. He's like Chevalier or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, that's the one. My brain's like I've got names in my head. I don't know who the people are. Oh, I've got to remember to start the timer. Kerbal, yeah, see, Kerbal's the one which we were kind of linked to as well, so I feel like that could be something we go into. I said it's going to be really interesting the transfer news when the Club World Cup is over because it's going to ramp up really quickly, I'd imagine. I'm hoping to see us get linked to Fofana a bit more as well. We need now if Noni goes to Arsenal, which is looking a lot more and more likely every day, we need to bring in a right footer from that left hand side. I think we wait and get Mike next year for free. Yeah, possibly. I feel like he's slowly going to fall out of his prime though, unfortunately. I feel like the more we wait, the closer to that stage we get. Let's see if there's any substitutes lining up. We see Thiago Silva walking back out to the pitch, so he's definitely starting again. Everyone looks to be coming out who started. Yeah, it looks like the exact same starting 11. Or the exact same 11 that started, rather. Thiago Silva is having a really, really lengthy discussion with the referee about something. They're playing Mr. Brightside in the stadium, for the record. Teenage banger. Show my age. Oh dear. Okay, getting ready for the timer. There we go. And we're underway for the second half. Long ball from Thiago Santos is won by Trevor Chalobah. Let's see if either team has any kind of adjustments here. And Nkunku battling away with Henne and losing out. Very silly. Sun looks like it's gone down a little bit in the MetLife. Hopefully that'll aid us a little bit. High press from Chelsea once again. They played the ball long and it goes out to Trevor Chalobah. Here's Cucurella on the left side. Pedro Neto. Back to Tosin. I think we're going to be patient here. Tosin driving through the centre here, doing really well to hold off his man. Gets it out to Nkunku. It's Malagusto. He recycles it back. Sanchez. To Tosin. Nkunku dropping deep. Runs in behind from multiple of our players, but no one's found. It's back to Sanchez. Long ball from Sanchez will go to Joao Pedro. Thiago Silva wins the header though. Only as far as Nkunku, who then gets tackled. He should get back on the end of this, and he wins the throw. Good work. Here's Palmer. Palmer will take the long switching ball out for Pedro Neto on the left-hand side. Luckily, he's fast enough to catch that. He keeps it in, but only for Guga, rather. Long ball from Fabio will fall straight to the head of Cucurella. And Cole Palmer will collect the second ball. Good work from him. Here's Malagusto. And Kunku. Caicedo will switch it out for Pedro Neto again. He's unable to... having to fix the corner flag because it's knackered. Oh, Pedro's killed it. Here's Enzo Fernandez into Palmer. Good little ball for Moises Caicedo, who takes a strike. Ooh, could have gone in. Always rising, though. Always rising. Good little play there between the three midfielders, though. Short goal kick will be taken. Under the pressure, they've given it away immediately. Here's Palmer. On the right side now. Wanting to get the ball onto his left foot and does. It's out to Cucurella. He'll take a little dink ball in. It's Joao Pedro again. It's not going to fall into the goal. It's back in by Gusto. And headed behind by Guga. Another corner for Chelsea. Same side again. We keep getting on that left side. Seem to be causing problems when we just swing the ball in like that. We need to do that more often. Here's Palmer. They've taken the goal corner short. Sweeping ball from Caicedo. Chalobah can't get on the end of it, but Gusto can. He's only given it away though. And then the Fluminense player has also given it away. Their passing's got to be much better than that if they're going to try and break on us. Here's Nkunku. Enzo Fernandez has made a run into the box and it opens up space for Neto on the left side, who touched it past his man very well. Into the box now. Here's Enzo. Good ball for Palmer. Can't get there. Hercules is the one who gets it clear. It's Gusto on the right side. Here's Caicedo. Chalobah. Malagusto. Ball in behind for Joao Pedro on the right side. He'll hold up the ball nicely. Gets past Thiago Silva as well. He's absolutely clattered, but they kept the ball. Malagusto. There's an offside flag for something. Oh, for the initial pass to Joao Pedro, I think. Don't know why that didn't go up earlier. Here's Ignacio. We are pressing them so high. They don't know. They really don't know what to do here. They're trying to play it out. They've won a throw. The midfielders are finding it quite difficult against Caicedo, I would like to say. Ignacio, long ball from him into the channel. I think that was meant for German Cano, but he has shuffled it out very well by Chalobah. Here's Nkunku. Back to Caicedo. Nkunku to Palmer. Up to Joao Pedro. Back to Palmer. Here's Malagusto on the right side. Linking up with Nkunku. Oh, great interception by... well, now I think that is. But Joao Pedro's won it back. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella, he's going to take a strike here. So, oh, it's a whisker past the post. Good strike from him. Good work from him again. You know, he loves to do those daisy cutters. I'd like to see that more. I'd like to see just our players shooting more. Is that Fabio Capello in the stands? Hello, ex-England boss. On comes Keno and Eva. Or Eve, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I'd imagine it's Eva. They have come on for... Oh, we got... I don't know, because we've got DAZN adverts. It's Thiago Santos who's come off for one of them. Everaldo. Trevor Chalobah wins the ball back. He's going to surge up the pitch here. Gets it out to Nkunku on the right side, who can just keep it in. 1v1 versus Henne. Chalobah back to Gusto. And Caicedo. Switches it out for for Pedro Neto, rather. God, I'm getting myself confused now. Neto tries to take on his man, but he's not able to. He's been shepherded off the ball quite well by Arias, and he's going to play the ball long. He's played it to the new man, Evanaldo. He's going to take a strike, and it's a good save from Sanchez. There was a foul in the build-up on Chalobah, I think that was. Never felt like he was going to score there, if I'm being honest. It didn't really seem like he had the confidence to get past us. Here's Moises Caicedo. Cucurella. They're pressing high now. They've got that extra energy up top now. Long ball from Tosin will go wide, but Cucurella again wins it in front of his man. Tries to play it over the top for Pedro Neto, but Ignacio will clean that up. I think that they've moved into a 4 at the back here, actually, with that change. Because Henne is now playing as a left back rather than the 2 centre backs. We have Thiago Silva and Ignacio. Everaldo obviously up top. I'm not sure who the other player who came on was. Here he is though, the number 11, Keno. Pulls it back and it's blocked by Chalobah. Good work from Enzo to win the ball back, and Palmer is being tackled and fouled, and he's kept the ball, and Enzo Fernandez is sent Joao Pedro on his way. It's a 4v2 here. Joao Pedro smashes it into the net. Oh, what a belter. Oh my goodness. That is, I think that warrants, I can call it this. That is a thunder cunt of a strike. Absolute belter. I love it. I love seeing shots go off the top of the crossbar like that. That's all good work from Cole Palmer in the middle, just being persistent and not losing the ball. Yeah, I think Joao Pedro has kind of maybe pushed himself into the starting striker spot. Does that count as an Enzo Fernandez assist? I think it does, actually. He's the last player that plays it to him. Ignacio does not do well enough to stop him. If that's Thiago Silva, he stops that for the record. Number 9 curse for Liam Delap, possibly, but at least our other number 9, our number 20, has not got that. On a Hattie. 2 right-footed Hattie, 2 right-footed strikes, so no perfect Hattie, unfortunately. I'm a big Nicholas Jackson defender. You guys know that, but I think if Nicholas Jackson's in that position, he doesn't score there. That's all I'll say on that matter. Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or. Oh, God, I hate that clip. I hate Rio in general, but like, God, I hate that clip. That bugs me so much. And speaking of the devil, Nicholas Jackson is warming up on the sideline, so he might actually be coming on for sure. But come on, don't take Pedro off before he scored his hattie. That's rude. Joao Pedro doing good defensive work, possibly trying to get himself into the good books of the manager before he takes him off. As a yellow card, the first yellow card of the game, given to, I'm not sure, I think it's Nanato on Joao Pedro, who is now injured, which is not fun. Oh, I think it's the landing more than the actual foul that's kind of hurt him there. He's hyperextended his knee or something, it looks like. He's back on his feet. Yeah, it's Pedro coming off for Jackson. Sad that he can't get his hat-trick, but, you know, got to save him for the final. Give him a big applause from both sets of fans. I don't think I've ever seen a striker come into the team on his first start for the club, pull out 2 goals as of that good a quality ever. Let's see if Jackson can get a goal. Interesting that is the first change we make, to be fair. So probably a pre-approved change on because it happened exactly on 60 minutes. Here's Caicedo. Cucurella. They're pressing really high here. Ball over the top. Nicholas Jackson with a nice little chest down. He's fighting for it. He's thrown off it by Ignacio. Almost in again there. They're playing with fire here now, pressing this hard with only 4 at the back. Here's Thiago Silva. Now this is weird because for the group stage, Fluminense did play a back 4 for the entirety of the group stage, but they changed into the back 3 in the knockout. So this is the first time they've gone back to that formation since. Enzo Fernandez has given the ball away here after being fouled, but the referees let them play on. Keno against Gusto, and he's shepherded him well, and the shot cross, I'm not sure what it was, has gone into Rosed. Here's Cucurella. We're restarting quickly. Here's Jackson who's dropped deep. Enzo. He's making the run in behind here, Jackson. He will be seeked out by Enzo and found. Good touch from Jackson. And Fabio comes out nicely to clean it. It's actually a free kick on Ignacio. Started brightly, Jackson. Let's hope he doesn't go too intense and get himself sent off again. Here's Cano again. Tackled by Malagusto and really well shielded by Moises Caicedo. Excellent work. The guy has fallen to the floor like a lemon. Here's Nkunku. Jackson. He's fouled by Ignacio. Here's Cole Palmer. Pedro Neto has moved out to the right side for the record with that change, and Nkunku seems to be on the left now. Trevor Chalobah. Pull into Jackson is a good one. Turns, gives it to Enzo Fernandez. Spears the ball out for Nkunku on the left side. He's into the box now. Tries to go for a little back flick and doesn't. It's Nkunku! Ooh, deflection. He tried to do a back flick here midway through his dribble and it just didn't flick anywhere. It just kept on dribbling instead. That's Kaka in the crowd. Oh, what a player. That's Gilberto Silva beside him, I'm pretty sure. A lot of famous Brazilians in the crowd today. It's a corner from the right side finally. It'll be Enzo Fernandez to take the outswinger. Tosin likely the target. Cuckoo rather is the short option, but we're going to play it into the box. It's right at the front post. It's fallen for... Oh. It looked like Malagusto was going to go for a hit there, but Pedro Neto's got in his way. We'll be recycling the ball now. Here's Moises Caicedo. We'll go all the way back to Sanchez. Good ball from him to Cucurella. Here's Nkunku again. Or rather, that's Malagusto, I believe. He's in the midfield now. Here's Nkunku on the left side. Enzo and Caicedo combining well, gets it to Malagusto. Here's Palmer surging forward. He wants a goal. You can tell. He's got it onto his left foot. Plays it across the box for Nkunku. It's a great pass. Oh, it's blocked off the line by Thiago Silva. There we go. There's another one off the bingo card. He needs to shoot that first time, yeah. Absolutely. Good attacking play from us, though. Nkunku, great ball into Jackson. Holds up the ball. Nutmegs Ignacio, but can't get the ball on the end of it. He's trying to impress, I'll give him that. Everaldo. Here's Arias. Gets onto his right foot. He's met by who else but Moises Caicedo, who tackles the ball off him and it kicks the ball off him out for a throw-in. Great work from him, man. If João Pedro hadn't scored 2 goals, Moises Caicedo would be 100% be man of the match, by the way. He's been phenomenal. I'm getting another advert. Whilst Nanato comes off for Soteldo. Is Moises Caicedo. Cucurella. Up to Nkunku. Good ball into Jackson again. He'll hold it up. Here's Chalobah up to Palmer. Good transitional attack here coming. Palmer looking for a third goal. He's cut onto his left foot. Cruyff turn, Cruyff turn, Cruyff turn. 3 in a row. Saucing on him. Here's Pedro Neto. Left-footed ball to the back post for Nkunku. Across the box. Oh, it's a good idea from him, but it doesn't get to Enzo. He'll clear it only as far as Cucurella, though, on the left side. Nkunku in the box. It's Malagusto. Line it up. He takes it. Oh. Come on, Gusto. I want him to score so badly. It's been such a long time coming. Oh, my word. About a foot away from the top corner. And Madueke is lining up on the sideline for his involvement, which I assume he'll be coming on for Neto. Reece James is also coming on. Will be interesting to see what happens if Noni scores here, I will say. captain's armband goes on to Reece James's arm as he comes on. Ignacio. Here's Hercules. Long ball from him. Has gone straight to Cucurella and will retain the ball. Here's Reece James. Good to see him back on the pitch after his small injury scare. Here's Noni Madueke, who is on the right side. So a straight swap there. Cole Palmer has made his man look like an absolute fool, and he's left some afters on him, and he'll surely get a card for this now. Surely. Bernal. No way has he not got a card for that. That's crazy. There will be some more changes by the looks of things for Fluminense. It's Bernal actually coming off at the moment. So it's Hercules for Canobio and Lima. Yeah. Oh. Here's Reece James. Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer. Jackson's on his way. If he could be found, he's not. Palmer tries a Cruyff turn too many and loses the ball out to Lima. It's Arias out to Keno. Arias again. Guga. Canobio. Good ball in again. It's taking a long strike and it's over the top by Lima. Who's just come on. Good work from the two substitutes who've just made their way on the pitch. We do have two more substitutes. I would imagine we see someone like Santos. I reckon we might see Mamadou Sarr because we probably need to rotate our centre backs at some point. Here's Sanchez into Caicedo into Tosin. Played our way out from the back very well. Good work from Jackson to hold up the ball. He's in Kunku. Hoffs the ball up for Jackson again. Cucurella battling away with... Oh, he's been elbowed in the face nastily there. That might be... that should be a red. He's given a yellow for it. It should be a red. If he deems that to be deliberate... Anselmino maybe? Yeah, he hasn't played yet. So he could definitely come on. And he is actually a player that can play on the left side, so... No, that's not... Oh, no, that is deliberate. I was going to say it's not deliberate, but it actually was. That was clearly deliberate. A little bit of a nasty one. Not too much in it, though. Here's Henny. Oh, Anselmino played like 2 minutes. I mean, come on. I wasn't being as pedantic. He might get another 2 minutes here, though, I guess. So. Here's Arias. Keno. Good ball into the number 17, but he's offside. I think it was actually Keno who was offside in the initial pass, maybe? No. It was Canobio. We're being hurried up here. We are trying to do a little bit of the time wasting, which I don't enjoy particularly well. Sanchez is now going to be carded for it. Stupid. Doesn't matter because cards are wiped out, but still stupid. Long ball from Sanchez, finally. And it goes all the way over to Fabio anyway, so that was literally a waste of time. Here's Ignacio. Back to Fabio. Excuse me. Here's Lima. Back to Ignacio. We are very much playing a new style of, okay, come and attack us, we've got 2-goal lead, we'll break on you. Which is good. No, reds still count as suspensions, but it's the accumulation of yellow cards that are kind of wiped out. Oh, good work from Cucurella to win the ball back. Here's Jackson. Plays it back to Cucurella. Cross the box for Noni Madueke. Oh, can't get there. Someone glanced it. I'm not sure who it was. I think it's probably Silva. Yep. Thiago Silva, of course. Gittins is ineligible because he played for Dortmund earlier, unfortunately. It really sucks. I would have loved to see him play at least a couple of games. Good tackle from Caicedo to set us forward, but the referee has given a foul for Palmer's challenge. I think that's silly. I'm not sure if that's a foul or not. Let's see. He's with the squad though, which is good. I hope he's allowed to be in training. I'm not sure if he is. We're having another cooling break. It's a good chance for me to take a sip of the drink. It's Del Piero. $15 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the MetLife's an American football stadium, so it's absolutely ginormous. Oh, Frank Ribery as well. God, everyone's here. And all the salty other Premier League fans that aren't in the competition anymore or weren't in the competition to start with, saying that this competition is nothing competition, doesn't matter. Look at all the players that are here. The finals in New York. It's in this same stadium. Yeah, it's in the MetLife. I hope that they do it at night, because cup games at night are obviously much better, and obviously because it'll be very hot. I want to see our players not have to deal with that. It's New York Jets and Giants Stadium for NFL. Yeah. Obviously, also a venue that they use for the wrestling as well. That's what I know it from. That's a filthy, filthy belter from Watch Our Pedro, by the way. Finals at 3 PM EST. What is the, why? Two NFL teams share the same stadium. That's not foreign. There's two very famous teams in Italy that do the same thing for football. It's not too far-fetched. It's odd, though. Here's Enzo Fernandez. As the game has restarted. Robert Sanchez. Trevor Chalobah. Long ball down the line for Noni Madueke, who's giving it to James, who gives it away. Arias up against Chalobah. He's got such a low centre of gravity, that guy, by the way. Can't get the ball past Reece James, though. Here's Noni Madueke. Can't get past his man. APM BST, yeah. So same kickoff time as this game. I was just hoping it was nighttime over there. Good ball from Caicedo gets us away. Fantastic ball down the line for Nkunku by Enzo Fernandez. He's got Palmer for support. Plays in Palmer. Gives away a goal kick, unfortunately. It's Guga again on the right side who's doing his good defensive work. Speaking of which, Earl's Court. Yeah. Well, there's been some more talks apparently between the mayor and our club recently. So hopefully those are accelerating. We can get our new stadium, either get a new stadium or, you know, get a kind of extension on ours. Because God forbid we need it. This guy is about 2 foot tall. Who is that? One of their players is so small. Good work from Jackson to win the ball back. Oh, he's tried to hit it in the near post, but he's got it just into the side netting. Palmer is furious with him for not giving it to him. Was there a clear and obvious pass to Palmer here? Not particularly, because Silva's there. Oh, it's actually quite close, to be fair. Here's Noni Madueke will take the throw in. Never mind, Reece James. Weird time wasting again. Blah. They've just given a foul or something for a foul throw. For literally nothing? I'm not even sure. I don't know if he maybe took too long over the throw. I don't know what's going on. Silva into Lima. He's able to turn and go forward, but he's been met by Caicedo. Does well to get it away, though. Guga. Soteldo is the tiny man. He must be about 5'3", genuinely. He is so small. Keno being easily shepherded away by Reece James as ever. Caicedo to Palmer. Cruyff turns past one. And Reece James has just done one of his own to get it to Moises Caicedo. We're playing it out from the back very nicely here. We've got so much quality in that back line to pass it out. Here comes Moises Caicedo. Gets past the challenge beautifully. Gets it out to Noni Madueke even better. Here comes Noni. Onto his left foot. Slides in Jackson. Good save from Fabio. Ignacio will take the ball out here. Here's Lima. Still got high press on here. Soteldo is officially listed at 5'3" on Wiki. Good against, yeah. He seemed about. Do you ever remember? Oh man, this is a throwback. Do you ever remember the guy who used to play for Brazil, called Bernard, who was so small? He was like 5'2". or like 5-1 or something like that. I remember using him on the old FIFAs in my Brazilian teams. Good ball through the middle from Ignacio. Here's the number 17 out to Soteldo. Up against Cucurella, and it will be cleared by Tosin. Streets won't forget type player that. I remember having a team in, I think it must have been FIFA 12, where my left side was Nene and Michel Bastos in a 4-4-2. Those are the Hulk on the other side, obviously. Here is Soteldo whipping the ball in. Chalabar deals with it easily. Pedro Neto is about, I think he's 5'8", I believe. He's same height as me. Do I look? I don't know if that's a thing. If I've ever asked that. Am I a person that comes off as a small person on camera? I feel like I do. I'm very small. Ooh. Here is Keno. Arias on the left side. Smacks it straight against Reece James for another corner. Yeah, Silva's been phenomenal, as I kind of expected from him. 5 minutes to go, plus additional time. We're still 2-0 up. And it could be a nervy finish if they score from here. Short corner from them. Soteldo. Down the left-hand side against Palmer. He's got the ball in. It's a good header. Oof. Ignacio took the second strike and it was given a foul for handball anyway. I've actually been standing up the entire time. The chair is a backdrop. But if I did stand up, it wouldn't be too dissimilar to what I look like now. To be fair, because I have my chair really high. It doesn't hit his arm at all, but he blazed it over anyway. And here he comes. Andre Santos is coming on. So is Kin and Dewsbury Hall by the looks of the numbers. So Enzo and Kunku going off though. I think Gallagher might leave Atletico. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird situation with him. He started off being so like beloved by everyone there and getting all of the flowers, but it's just kind of fizzled out now. I think they suddenly realised, yeah, to be successful as a football club, you actually need to have some technical ability, not just run around and run around and tackle people. Do you think we keep Kin and Dewsbury Hall? Absolutely. Yeah, I think he's he's got an important part to play, and he's a player that doesn't care if he's a bench player. I feel like, yeah, he's good quality off the bench. To be fair, long ball for Jackson. First action from Kin and Dewsbury Hall is to throw one of their players to the floor. Love that. Good touch from Caicedo, and he's fouled by Everaldo. Let's hope we can get another Andre Santos goal contribution. That would be good. Noni Madueke has gone to the left side now. Maybe he's switching over to the right again? I'm not sure. As Reece James has moved into the middle. Tosin to Santos. Gets it to Jackson. Or rather, Noni Madueke, who's on this left side. Tries to nutmeg a player, can't get past him. Welcome to Arsenal. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, pretty much taller. I think it's because I'm a really weird body type where like obviously I'm quite lanky in terms of just my like general makeup, but my torso is really long, but my legs are really short. So I'm a bit. That's that kind of. I got nerfed. My both my parents had short legs, Just really unfortunate. So I just got I got the short end of the stick, literally. No Galadog disrespect. I said I backed him when he was here and he was at Chelsea, and I said, you know what, he's a valuable asset in some ways, but he's just not a good technical footballer, and that's been another thing that I've been proven right with. To be fair, here's Santos, fouled by Canobio. Love a Chelsea passion merchant. No, you cannot. You can't. No, you can't. You can't lump Enzo into that lot though. Like Gallagher and Gilchrist were two that they're like their whole thing was, oh, I'm gonna come on and use my energy and stuff, whereas Enzo's actually got some technical ability about him. He's another one. He's probably going Gilchrist. I imagine he leaves. No more passion sessions. Sad. Here's Chalobah. Moises Caicedo to Tosin to Cucurella. Into the centre for Andre Santos. Good work from him to get it back to Caicedo. And it's interesting to see Santos is playing in the Enzo role, for the record, because Caicedo's still on. Long ball was for Kin Dewsbury Hall, but he's not going to get onto that. Chempong replaced Alf. Yeah, good. He's 10 times the player, I can't lie. I cannot lie. I think Josh has got so much more to give. I'm very glad to see the reports coming out from our club and stuff saying like he's not going to be loaned out. He's phenomenal. Great tackle from Cuckoo. Here comes Cole Palmer. He wants a goal here. I know he does. He takes a strike. Gets blocked by Ignacio. Here's Santos. Palmer again. Gets onto his left again. Good ball out from Noni Madueke. Tries to get the ball back to Jackson, and James is tackled, who the ball fell to. Long ball now. Everaldo. He's forced a bit wide. He has no support because everyone's back defending. 6 minutes of additional time. Will be interesting to see if they get a goal here. What happens? It's Kenu. Thiago Silva. Yeah, we don't talk about that game. We don't talk about a lot of the Mauricio Pochettino games, if I'm being honest. Canobio. Tackled by Andre Santos beautifully and then fouled. And he's kicked the ball away. Could be getting a yellow here. Should be. That whole season was a fever dream, genuinely. Like, some of the games are just crazy, like, just absolutely mental. Ball from Sanchez into Caicedo, who's left the ball behind and lost it here. Here's Arias, and Cucurella gets in the way. Canobio will take a strike from about 30 yards out, and it will not trouble Sanchez at all. It's Noni Madueke. Tackled. I'm not just saying this because he's been linked to Arsenal, but Noni has been terrible as he's come on. Like, genuinely. Not really had much of an impact, but there we go. Good ball from the throw-in goes to Nico Jackson. His pass is got no power on it and will fall straight to the number 6. Oh, Caicedo's done something to him. He's injured himself. Soteldo whips the ball into the back post. Kanu is off target, but Caicedo is hurt, and that's the main concern for us. I hope he just got stamped on. I don't think that's anything more. Oh, he looks like he's in absolute agony. Is it a knee problem? It might be a knee problem. Oh, he's twisted his ankle really badly on his landing. That's a bad one. That's a real bad one. He was holding. The thing that's funny is he's holding his gastrocnemius, not his. Sorry, that's the medical brain. He's holding his calf rather than his knee or his ankle, which is weird. Hope he hasn't done his Achilles or something. And they are checking his ankle. I think he's going to be okay. He seems okay. Yeah, it's Moises Caicedo. He's fine. He's fine. He's made of steel. Oh, we don't have any more substitutes, unfortunately, so he can't come off the pitch permanently, but he is walking to the sideline. I think with those types of things, when you roll your ankle, it's like you always have that like moment of like, oh god, this is the worst thing ever. I've broken my leg, and then like it wears off after the initial kind of pain. Long ball from Sanchez. Jackson will fight for this. Oh, great work from Thiago Silva. Very calm to head the ball back to his goalie. Caicedo has walked back onto the pitch now. He's jogging back onto the pitch, which is good. Ball down the line for Everaldo. Soteldo now against Cuckoo. Loops the ball in. Deflects for a corner, I think. Oh, wait, no. I don't think he even touches Cuckoo. I think it's just a horror pass. James takes a throw. Ignacio will get it back to Fabio, but he's being closed down quickly by Nicholas Jackson. He's got to move it quick. He does. Out to the number 17 on the right side. Soteldo whips the ball in. Oh, overhead kick effort from Everaldo, but never going on target. Lovely form, good technique. Just couldn't keep it down. That's a Cristiano Ronaldo-esque one. Oh, he shins it really bad. More like Rooney then. Ambitious, yeah, certainly ambitious. But I mean, you're not going to get back into the game. You might as well get a headline for yourself, eh? I think Caicedo has gone down again, which is not great. Yeah, he's coming off the pitch. He's walking on it though, which is good. Long ball from Sanchez. We're nearly 3 minutes over the additional 6 minutes that were added on due to injuries, etc. It's back with Fluminense. With Lima. Arias. It's Keno. Rene, who's been on, or Hene rather, who's been on the pitch the entire time. Here's Soteldo. Tackled by Madueke. Good quick throw from him though. They'll get the ball into the middle here. Cleared by a Tossin. Here's Lima. Takes a strike and it's way over. It's Tosin who's down now. I think it's just a bit of crab. Got through quite a lot of work today. I think this will be the final kick of the game here. I'm not even going to let us kick it. All right. Excellent. Chelsea beat Fluminense in the semi-finals and will be going to the final of the Club World Cup. Concerned about Caicedo, but really, really promising with certain players like João Pedro. There was 10 minutes of added time, which was interesting, but there we go. Let's quickly transition into, let me pause this so it's not in my ears. Let's quickly transition to the Ujma flip, the bingo, because I can remember what that's called. But I've got to spam Control Z before we go there. Okay. Bingo. Ching chang. Voila. There we are. Okay. Let's tick off things there. I think we have quite a lot of things off today, if I can remember correctly. Forgot the timer. I did not forget the timer, unfortunately. Noni touched the pitch. He did touch the pitch. We do get a clean sheet. Usual suspects good. That's for Gusto and Nkunku. For my money, I think they were pretty good. I'm not going to say they were poor. Enzo assist. We do get this for João Pedro's second goal. Sarr doesn't get subbed on. Hercules didn't score again. Fabio wonder save. Not a wonder save, but he did make a few decent stops. I definitely did change my mind on that that Enzo Fernandez tackle at the start of the game. Unlikely goal scorer. No, we don't get that. Yawn's mid-sentence. I was literally, me just reading the word yawn has made me want to yawn. That's so funny. Oh, I'm going to count that, you know. Screw it, I'm taking that. Thiago Silva crazy block, absolutely. Maresca and full flu. Yes, we did see this at times. Monitors of the referees. Yes, for what was the decision in the first half that I swore at the referee for? I don't remember, but I definitely did that. Why is it black? We didn't get any of these. We didn't get any. Why is it black and white today? Welder. You know what? I'm giving João Pedro a welder for his second goal because that's an absolute belter. We don't get penalties. We don't get a correct prediction. Palmer goal / assist. Who assists the first goal? I don't know who assists the first goal. Oh, it's for the penalty. Yeah. Hang on. Let me see if I can find the stats. I can't remember because I know Enzo does the first one. Let's see. Who assists the first one? I don't think it's actually saying that there's an assist. Thiago Silva assisted the first goal. Excellent. Oh yeah, because it's cuckoo ball across the box that bounces back out to him. Yeah, of course. My memory is terrible. When on vacation, we did get this today. We went to Aussie today, which was nice. I think it's lagging, which is great. Could you not do that? Excellent. We get a Joao Pedro goal. I thought it would be a header. It wasn't, but it still counts. Weird sub. I mean, technically, Noni Madueke coming on the pitch is a weird sub considering we're looking to sell him, so I'm going to take that. Santos app we absolutely get, and into the final we absolutely get. So we've got 2 bingos here, 3 bingos here if I could think of a free space. What's the free space? I'm gonna give a free space to that guy who just tried to do an overhead kick at the last second of the game. So we get a bingo here, we get a bingo here. We also get a bingo. We get a diagonal bingo. 3 bingos in one game, and we are headed to the final as well, which is good. Well, those made me feel a lot better. I felt myself getting, even though my voice is getting a little bit hoarse, I felt myself getting a lot better as the stream went on. So, yeah, we're going to try and rest up my voice now. I appreciate you guys hanging out as ever. I will actually have to check when. I don't actually know when the final is. I forget when the final is. Let me check that real quick. I assume it's already at a set date. Sunday the 13th of July, it seems. So, next video should be out on either Sunday morning or Saturday evening. And then, yeah, again, we'll do another watch along as well for that. Because we've been doing watch alongs for all of these, and hopefully we can continue to do some more watch alongs throughout the actual season. I won't be able to obviously do watch alongs for every game because not all games are shown on TV and things like that, but obviously we'll try and get as many of those done as possible. Finals on Sunday, yeah, absolutely. 8 p.m. So yeah, so the stream will start at the same time, literally the same time as today, so 7:40 or 20 to 8, which is when I usually do these. But yeah, hopefully we can continue to have a good performance. And oh god, there's another alert. Man, I apologize. I'm going to butcher this as well. Osdroclus. I apologize for butchering that. Thank you for the sub. But actually, you might have. One sec. You might have actually tipped us over to 19k. I'm going to have to check that. You have ticked us over to 19k. On the channel, so thank you for that. I appreciate it very much. As I said, thank you guys for hanging out as ever. I'll try not to abruptly end the stream this time. I'll remember how to actually do it because I always forget. It used to. OBS used to give me a confirmation box before I ended the stream, but now it doesn't. So it just stops when I click the stop stream button. So yeah, 19,000 legends. Yeah, that is now. I'm trying to put that into perspective. That's nearly a third. It might be a third of the Stamford Bridge crowd, which is pretty good because that's like what 47,000, something like that. Yes, as I said, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back on Sunday. Keep the blue flag flying high as ever.